Streets of New Capenna drop spoilers today, and we have a new Planeswalker out there making angels for us. But this Planeswalker has never made angels before. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here, and we're talking Streets of New Capenna spoilers today. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Thanks for hanging out. So when you look at this and we see Streets of New Capenna, it's another month, a new set coming out from Wizards, has that whole 1930s theme going. You guys all know I don't cover the entire spoiler season. I don't go card by card and go through things because I find that boring. It doesn't interest me enough to keep me going. But when I see cards I like, or a bit of a lore or a story or something that grabs me or something I just find unique, that's what I like to bring to you guys and let you know what I see, and then you guys can let me know what you see. It's a two-way street. We have a good time there. And if you do well, you can buy yourself some nachos and cheese, extra mozzarella with shredded bacon, and of course, don't forget the jalapenos. You deserve this treat. I know you do. So I looked at this set. I have a couple of bucks invested in a few boxes for the channel because I thought this set could be pretty good. Triomes are in it, so it got my eye right away. I love the look of the artwork up to this point, the stuff I've seen, I've really enjoyed. But there was a couple of cards that caught my eye. I want to get into those cards with you guys right now. We're going to start with the first card, and it's the one I think is actually most important, at least to me. And this is going to be Elspeth Resplendent, okay? 5 casting cost, Planeswalker. You know, she escaped Theros beyond death. She's been dead. She came back. Heliod did her in, but she's come back from the dead. It's awesome. She escapes, goes to a new world. And look, she's got the whole 1930s theme going with her, man. She's got the whole outfit going. Totally reminds me of a 30s movie. I'm telling you. Like a remade Hollywood mobster movie. But then I started looking at the card and reading the abilities. And that's where things got a little funky for me. They got a little bit off, like something was wrong. And it reminded me of a different Planeswalker. So, on the side of the screen, you see all the different Elspeths. I popped them up there. Alright, there's 6 versions of her now. But look at those 5 hanging off the side. If you look those cards up, they're all going to say something about citizens, soldiers. Let's give them a +1/+1. Give them vigilance. Let's make some token armies. That's what it says. Elspeth Resplendent is a 5 casting cost, 5 Planeswalker, loyalty 5. The first ability really fits in with what she does. Choose a target creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and then you can give it like flying or first strike, you know, vigilance, life, like those kind of things I'm used to seeing. That's something she's done before. The -3, which is look at the top 7 cards of your library. Okay, that kind of stuff. She's done that before. I think it was Elspeth Terrell, or no, it was the Undaunted Hero, I think, that did that one. But it is the -7 ability that has me shrugging, scratching my head, and a little bit happy. Okay? Create 5 3/3 White Angel tokens with flying. This reminds me of Sarah the Benevolent, another white Planeswalker, which you guys know I love on this channel. And when they issued her as a card, I was super excited. So here we have Elspeth, who is not Sarah, creating angels, which she has never done before and has never been in her wheelhouse of power. Now, I assume it's somewhere in the story with this Halo-type liquid they imbibe or whatever, that's what's going on. Something about that is going to come through, and I'm sure some of you guys know more about this than me. But that is one of those things that drove me in and said, what is going on? She's going to be able to start creating angels as a Planeswalker in later versions. Is she going to be taking over the Sarah role and being that kind of Planeswalker that creates heavenly angels? Or is it just happening on this one plane of existence? I've got to know that because that interests me as a player. But I've always liked Sarah, and I like cards related to it. Like, she's going in my Commander deck now because of the fact she makes angels. It's going in my Angel Commander deck. I can't help myself. This is awesome to me. So I'm very excited for that. This really drives me on. And I say, that is awesome. It just got me going. But I'm kind of like, huh? She's never done that before. It's usually about citizen tokens and soldier tokens. Make little armies and get them big. And here we have her saying, no. She just snaps her fingers and we got some big, huge 3/3 flying angels coming at you. And 5 of them to boot. Love it. I don't know. It caught my eye. Now, the next card I want to share with you guys today is going to be the Halo Fountain. This card, to me, is open for shenanigans. The Halo Fountain costs 1 white, 2 other. It's just an artifact, by the way. You notice it doesn't say legendary? That freaks me out. Because its one ability is 1 in tap. Untap a tapped creature you control and create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. Okay, so it creates tokens. But if you have multiple of this out and you have one creature attack, assuming you have a couple of mana, you're going to make 2 or 3 creatures. All right. The number 2 ability, untap 2 untapped creatures you control, draw a card. So what you do is you attack, untap 2 of them so they don't die, but you get to draw a card from it. That's disgusting. This card is disgustingly awesome. Now, the 5, untap 15 tapped creatures you control and you win the game. Do you honestly believe that's that hard to do with this card in play? And I started looking at the other cards available to you that can make creatures or tokens, okay? So when you look at some of the cards like Wedding Invitation, some of the other things that'll create tokens every turn for a few turns, Feldar Retreat creates the 2/2 beasts every turn. When you put a land into play, you can start pumping them up, making them. This could lead to a real combination of cards that could really mess up what's going on right now in Standard. It's going to find a home in Commander right away because it's going in my deck where I have all kinds of token creation. I'm loving this card. It is going to be fun. I don't know if it'll be an expensive card, but I think it's a card people are going to try to break. This is a card people are going to want to bust up a little bit and see what they can do with it. So I'm just keeping my eye on that card. I want to know what you guys think about that particular card. You're probably thinking a little more in depth than I do with some of the other formats out there, like Modern, but I think this is a very interesting card for 1 to drop, right? Just a 1 to use it. 1 white, 2 other. This can be splashed all over the place. I really enjoy cards like this, and it's not a legendary artifact, which just blows my mind. So the last card I want to share with everyone tonight is going to be, I smacked the microphone, you heard it, Ob Nixilis the Adversary. What a cheap casting cost planeswalker. 1 red, 1 black, 1 other. Casualty X. You can read that after. I care about what he does. -7, target player draws 7 cards and loses 7 life. Nice. -2, put a red devil into play. Where's Tybalt when you need him? Making the red devils, right? And when it dies, it does damage. This is very much in Ob Nixilis' wheelhouse. This is all good for him. And then the +1 though. Each opponent loses 2 life unless they discard a card. If you control a demon or devil, you gain 2 life. Okay, so it said each opponent. You know this is finding a home in Commander decks. It's going to find a home. Not to mention right now we already have some cards that when they die, they deal a damage. So putting them in a combination of a red-black deck right now is going to do so much damage to people in Standard. It's something people have to be aware of in some of the other formats out there. This guy's going to find a lot of homes at that cheap of a casting cost. He's coming out on turn 3. He can pump up right away, start nailing people. Love it. Like what they're doing. I like the artwork. It just seems to draw me in. I was like, wow. But these are the 3 cards that I found interesting enough to talk about tonight. So I wanted to bring that to everyone's attention. I'm curious to know what people think. I find the most fascinating one to be Elspeth making angels. It just seems out of place for the card and the character in the past, but who knows how that'll be going forward. So thanks a lot for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and some comments in the comments section. Let's get that wheelhouse of talking in our community going on. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you again to all the fantastic patrons on the channel who allow videos like this to be created each and every day. You guys are amazing. Thank you again for that support. I'll see you guys on the live stream. Have a great night. Boom! Stick!